Hi guys, I'm Gr.4 here and welcome to another Gran Turismo 7 video. We're at Watkins Glen in Gr.4 machinery. Our car of choice is the Nissan Skyline. No real surprise there. I quite like this combo. There's some good racing to be had, as you're about to see, hopefully. Now, we haven't set a qualifying time just yet, so we're starting at the back of the grid on this one, and we're just going to see how it goes and see if we can have some fun racing along the way. So we're just going to skip forward a little bit. Everyone made it through the bus stop okay. There's normally a few places to be had there, and as we come up to the back straight, we have a car serving a penalty, but not a lot going on. It's quite a calm race so far. So we have a Lamborghini, an Alfa, a couple of Skylines, about 4 or 5 Skylines ahead of us. Like I said earlier, we haven't really put much time into this track so far, so we're just trying to figure out where the braking points are and the best line round the track, and just hanging back a little bit and just seeing what unfolds. And having said that, not a lot did happen for the next few laps. One guy quit, I think Andy dropped it, and we still find ourselves at the back of the pack. But coming to the closing stages of the race, we've still got a good chance of making up a few places. We've got a car, Lambo there with half a second. There's a bit of elbows getting out there. Another car with 1 second, the TT. We try and have a little look around the outside, but think better of it. Bring it back in tight. And we just got to keep it close and see if anything happens. We've got a car on the left there off. I think it is the Lamborghini. Yep, so we've got 3 cars there with penalties. I think in one corner we are going to make 4 positions up. So now we find ourselves in a good position, looking for a top 10 finish. Just 3 GTR way fight, if that makes sense. So the Russian driver makes a little mistake here. Well, I think it's a mistake. I don't know if that's just bad internet. But anyway, we managed to close up on him. And we're just going to skip forward a little bit because it was a good fight, but I was just hanging back a little bit. I had a little look down the inside to turn 1. He didn't make contact there. He went wide. So now I was just hanging back with his bumper, trying to make him make the mistake into the bus stop, which you can see he did just a little bit. And we get it through there nicely and get a good run on him through this long right-hander. Patient on the throttle. As it opens up, back on the power, we get better drive. Now faint a little look up the inside to try and make him run wide, which he does a little bit, but keeps it on track. So still with him. I think we're going to try the same tactic again into this right-hander. This time it works. He gets a little bit out of shape. We duck up the inside and we take 9th place with 4 corners to go. Coming up to this left-hander, we make a little mistake. We take it a bit too cautiously and it gives the Russian driver a nice run on the outside of us. But we keep it on the inside, nice and tight, so we've got the inside line. He runs a little bit wide. We do the old switcheroo, late on the brakes. There's a little bit of contact on exit of the corner, but we power out and we keep 9th place. So we started last, no qualifying time, and we finished 9th. That's up 7 places, although admittedly a few of them were freebies, but you got to keep it on the track. So after the race we get a WTF from the Russian driver. I can only imagine that's regarding the last corner incident. I think it was a clean move, but let's take a look. So I'm giving him just enough room on the outside for a Nissan GTR. I'm earlier on the brakes. They run wide. I'm still there. I do the old switcheroo. Again, later on the brakes. They hit my rear quarter, go off the C barrier. But I think they already had a penalty for the track limits earlier anyway, so I don't think I did anything wrong. Anyway, on to race number 2. So now we have set a qualifying time and we're starting in 8th place, lovely MIG-Pack Racing as promised. Smorgasbord of Nissan GTRs around and a reappearing Toyota Supra, as you see right there. It's all very calm, nice and tidy going through turn 1. As we head up to the bus stop, we have a nice little run of the Spanish driver. Can't really see what's going on, so we hold back. we run a little bit wide, which gives the TCR driver a run on us, and they make it past. Oh, we got the Toyota Supra reappearing and disappearing again. A little bit distracting, but a good test for your focus. Speaking of focus, the TCR driver gets it all sorts of wrong, and you hate to see it, but we'll take freebies all day, and the good news with that is we're back to where we started. So as we come round to the back straight, we see our Supra friend having a chat with Barry R, then apparently not, but then we see a Skyline who is chatting with Barry R. Coming into the braking zone, there's a little bit of contact with our Supra friend there. Whether it was actual contact or he just appeared out of nowhere and hit a car, who knows. As the Spanish driver comes back on track, we have a little look down the inside, but we give enough space on the outside and we both make it through unscathed. But we're nicely in the slipstream. Can we set up an overtake into turn 1? No. We run a little bit wide, just touched the grass, but we managed not to hit the barrier, so we don't pick up a penalty. Loads of smoke going over, a spectacular save. Even if I do say so myself, they don't call it the cursed position for nothing. Oh, no, we just dropped down to 7th, but never mind, because 6th place has a 1 second penalty. So just need to keep our composure now. We have a German driver who's well within our slipstream. Will he take a look up the inside into the bus stop? They decide not to send it, but it doesn't stop us from getting it wrong. We're a little bit wide on the exit, get a little bit of a slide on, but we catch it and we manage to carry on. So we're going to advance a little bit and we're going to see our Italian friend take his 1 second penalty, and amazingly, even after that spectacular save, we're back in 6th place and we're behind our Spanish friend again. And they're going to get it a little bit wrong into his left-hander, a little bit of a four-wheel drift on. We take it nice and calm. We're not close enough to make an overtake, so we're just going to follow them through this left-hander and see if we can get anything down to turn 1. But, oh, they go a little bit wide, so we're going to have a look down the inside here. No. And they run wide and they meet barrier and then they quit. So we're in 5th place now. We're going to advance to the 4th lap. We're coming through the bus stop. We can see 3rd and 4th ahead of us. They're having a little battle, so we might get some freebies. And as I say that, there is indeed contact, and our Romanian friend gets sent to the realm. You hate to see it. His loss is our gain. We're now in 4th, with 3rd place just 2 seconds down the road. And coming down the back straight, we see a little bit of smoke on the horizon, so that means there's been some contact between Nutter and the Indian driver. Now prepare yourself, viewers, because you're about to witness a revenge punt. Not a bad effort, but I don't condone that sort of action. However, 2 positions in 1 corner, we will take that, and we now find ourselves in 2nd. So we're going to advance onto the 5th lap. The leader's 6 seconds away. We've got a 7 second gap to, ironically, Nutter, who was in the incident just then. Yeah, a fun race. We will take that all day. Well, we would prefer the top step, but beggars can't be choosers. So, on to the 3rd race. Thank you for sticking with me, by the way. I have left the best till last, don't worry. Starting in 6th place this time, everyone makes it through the first corner safely. We have a little bit of a run on the German driver, some contact up ahead between the Pig Bishop, strange name, and our Romanian friend from the other race who got sent to the realm. Let's hope the same doesn't happen this time. So, as everyone's in GTRs, it's all square on the way down to the bus stop, so we're just going to advance a little bit. As we see, the Pig Bishop gets a little bit out of shape, but manages to collect it okay and carry on his way. Coming down the back straight, 1.2 seconds covers the top 5. Not a lot of room on the inside or the outside, so we're just going to hang back a little bit, early brake in, and then bit of bumper cars ensues, but everyone continues, all wheels pointing in the right direction. As we have a little look up the inside of the German driver, we try and keep it nice and tight, give him room on the outside to come back on as the barrier closes in there, and we just fall back in line, single file, through the next left-hander. However, we do get a better run at that corner, so we're going to take the inside line for the next corner, space given on the outside. Nice driving by all involved. I even flash my hazards as a little thank you. However, we are 3 wide into turn 1, which never works that well. So we decide to go early on the brakes, keep the inside line, and thankfully we will make it through. Coming up the hill, we're in the slipstream of the German driver, and we're just 2.6 seconds away from the leaders, so we decided to give him a little bump draft to see if we can work together and catch up to them. We're approaching the bus stop, so we just duck out the slipstream. We're earlier on the brakes. Our German friend gets a little bit out of shape, but he manages to collect it. We think about a move on the inside, but then think better of it. We get taps from the back, we hit the German driver, bit of bumper cars going on, but we're all still on the black stuff. So we're going to try hang it round the outside, space given by both parties. They managed to get on the power a little bit earlier than us, and then we find ourselves under attack from the German driver behind. They're going to take a look up the inside and they get the pass done, but we're going to try and get underneath them, but they've got it covered. We've had some close racing here with minimal contact, and it's only lap 2. As we have Rob on the outside, who's given me just enough space. I managed to outbrake him into the right-hander. A little bit of contact, but nothing too bad. But then the inevitable happens. We get hit up the back. I think Rob himself had a punt, which then pinballed him into me. So a racing incident. Unfortunately, we now find ourselves down in 8th. But we just need to compose ourselves and try and get those positions back. Maybe we can force someone into an error, which the goal machine there does have a little bit of a moment coming out the last corner. Just missed the barrier as we head down to turn 1 again. Very close racing. And once again, coming down to the first corner, we decide to back out of it, let those guys do what they're going to do. They both run wide. One of them picks up a penalty, I believe, as we head down to the bus stop. We're going to see the car in front get it all kinds of wrong. Where he was distracted by the Portuguese driver, I don't know, but didn't have a very good exit there. We managed to sneak it down the inside, and then we have another penalty ahead of us, so should be in net 6th place. So after 5 minutes of racing, we're right where we started, but we are making forward progress. We're 6 seconds behind the leader, so it's probably a bit too much of a mountain to climb there for a win, but we can see second in the distance as we come around this corner, and the Portuguese driver takes his second penalty. 1 second penalty, not his second, just to clarify. As we come up to the hairpin, we close right up on the Bulgarian driver. On the exit, he runs a little bit wide, so we now have the inside line into the next left-hand corner. We take it nice and easy, roll off the throttle, back on nice and early, and we get the move done. Up into 5th place now, with 4th place just 1 second ahead. And moving on to the penultimate lap, we can see 2nd and 3rd in the distance, so a podium could be on here. Coming out the bus stop, we see our French friend here running wide, sending smoke everywhere. We have so much more drive out the corner than him. We have a little look on the outside, but then decide to stick it down the inside, get it stopped on the apex. Well, try to anyway. A little bit of contact on the exit, but now we're up into 4th, as long as we can defend it into this next right hand corner. But we didn't have to worry because they ran wide again. So coming up to the final corner, we find ourselves right on the tail of 3rd place with 2nd, just up the road. Now this driver was sent to the Shadow Realm in the previous race, but we're actually about to have a really nice clean battle with him, so I'm just going to shut up now and let you enjoy. I think you'll agree that was very fair racing. I really enjoyed that. Not a bit of swapped paint at all. And now we find ourselves in third place, and second is right there. We get much better drive than our fellow Brit exiting the corner, and with 4 more to go, can we gain 1 more position? We move to the inside, make our intentions clear. Bit of contact coming into the braking zone, but we managed to get it slowed down on the apex. Job done. We just have to keep our nerves to the finish line. And keep our nerve we do. Another second place, and considering we were in 8th at one point, not a bad return. And that concludes today's video. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on your way out, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.